Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. On 2nd down, Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's going to take a shot down the field. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll go with Purdy. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Stroud to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
So the ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll motion over Samuel. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. So Kittle comes in motion. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
3rd and long. So Kittle comes in motion. On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Past midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. They'll motion over Samuel. They run once more with McCaffrey. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Devin White, that time on the stop. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up. from the shotgun. It's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Stroud. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Back to throw, Stroud. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go play action with Stroud. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On 4th down, Stroud. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Moody's kick is good. So we have reached halftime, and it's a 4-point game. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now Mixon has some room inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. In motion now, it's Collins. Here's a give running left with Mixon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Texans are out to a 21-10 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
They just have to be better on 1st down. You've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Purdy to throw. That is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, San Francisco. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll run with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 1st and 10. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A run here with Mixon. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Stroud. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Houston. Here's Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it? And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Houston. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Okudah. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, We'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That is caught. What a throw. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. They'll motion over Samuel. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he works his way past the 25 to the 27-yard line. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, out to punt. The veteran Robert Woods goes back to return. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he'll be taken down at the 30. On play action. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Texans. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game. Ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans, as we say,